Hello, everybody, and welcome to Jeffreys Bay, South Africa. There goes my darling husband and dog, and the baby is down there somewhere. He quickly helped me to set this up. But yes, this is home to me right now, and I feel so honored and privileged to show you a little bit of where I'm from. And if we go into the bush with Crunch, then I'll film some videos for you over there. And one day, I hope that you can come visit us here in South Africa and we can do a little yoga outside in nature together. That would be amazing. So yes, out here, I didn't bring any fancy equipment. I've got no blocks and blankets and things, but you are more than welcome to gather your things together. So if you need to pause, you don't have to have blocks. You can take books. You can just grab a pillow, maybe from the couch, and just a nice little throw pillow. All those things can be really nice to use in your yin practice. And then I sent out a Spotify playlist. So do you have your Spotify playlist ready to press play? If you don't, pause this, go get it ready, because we are all going to start it at the same time. So that's going to be pretty sweet. I can really hear the ocean. It's very, very loud. But because I'm using this, you probably can't hear the ocean. Otherwise, you won't be able to hear me at all. So yes, a little music might be sweet, or if you want to do it in silence, that can be really nice also. All right, so are you back? Do you have that playlist ready? So I am going to go ahead and count to 3. And on 3, you can press play. All right, so for 1, 2, and 3. There we go. There's your playlist. And honestly, if you didn't get it at exact that moment, it really doesn't matter. It's absolutely fine. But we're going to delve into a sweet little yin practice today. So you know what? We are going to start off by lying on our backs. So go ahead, lie on your back. It can be nice to bring the soles of your feet together and bring your knees open. So you get a nice little stretch in those hips early on. And then just go ahead and lie all the way back down. And then from here you can have one hand on your belly, one on your heart. You can take them out like a T. You can have them like goalposts. You can have them overhead. So really just pick a spot that feels so good to you. That's really what this thing is about. And we're just slowly going to settle into this thing. We are not going to rush ourselves. This is just going to be our sweet yin practice as we make time to delve a little bit into ourselves. So well deserved, carving out a little bit of time. Reminding ourselves that this thing has got nothing to do with aesthetics. This is just about wellness, feeling good. So to help us find that space, to become a little bit more present, to just slowly start to move away from all those distractions and really the busyness in our life. We're going to delve into our breath. So here's a few tips. Maybe first, let's just see. Can you narrow your breath down to your nostrils? And that's really it. That's the first thing. And of course, if you've got a blocked nose or something, don't worry about it. And then secondly, can you maybe make it a little deep? So as you inhale through those nostrils, really suck in a deep breath of air. All the way in, filling up, and that belly just rises on up. You can feel it if you've got your hand on your belly. And then as you empty, just let go of every last little drop. Without straining, of course. And then lastly, the third thing, if you want, go ahead and make this a little bit of a Darth Vader sound. Make it a little noisy. So you're going to let the air fall at the back of your throat. So as it comes in through those nostrils, the air lands all the way at the back of your throat and you get this sound. So play around with that, but if you find yourself straining, just ease off of it. So really, we just want it to be slightly unnatural. We don't breathe like that all day long, and it's for a very good reason. If it's unnatural, then it requires your attention, and if it requires your attention, it means you're actually here, and you're actually present, and then you can feel everything, and I want you to feel everything. Because I want you to use that so that you can be wise in the decisions that you'll make that are going to be healthy for you and kind to you and non-judgmental and not aggressive. Now just settle into that breath. Beautiful. And then maybe slowly open your eyes. Go ahead. Close those knees like you would close a book. And then go ahead, hug those knees into your chest. Grab a hold of those knees and slowly start to circle them clockwise. Just a few times. And you can make it as small or as big as you like. And then just switch. Go the other way. And just a few times working into those hips. Now from here, that right leg is going to go down. That foot is going to plant. The knee is bent. You're going to take your left hand, reach it to the outside of that left foot, and you're going to move into what we call half happy baby. So your knee is 90 degrees. That knee is start to delve into that armpit. And if you can't get a hold of your feet, you might want to just hold on to the back of your thigh, just behind your knee. That's a really good place also. And then flex that left ankle so you're protecting your knee. And then that right leg, you can keep it the way it is, or you can just let it hover on the knife's edge of that foot. Or some of you might choose to straighten out that right leg. You have a moment to play around with this thing. And you know what? It might be that you try something out and then you go, it really doesn't feel very good. And then you simply come on out of it. Because there's absolutely nobody here that's telling you how exactly you should do this. Because at the end of the day, you know your body best. You are the one that knows exactly where that edge is. And we want to meet our edge today. So we want to feel something, but not too much. So in our yin practice, we hold the postures for about 2 to 10 minutes and we work beyond the red muscle bellies. We really want to delve into the fascia and the tendons and the ligaments. We want to gently lengthen them without jamming into it, without being aggressive, without causing micro tears and bleeding and then more scar tissue and more tightness. So we're just going to find that space between not enough and too much. All right, now from here, bend the right knee, plant the foot. Take that left foot, take it on top of that right thigh. So this might be enough. You can even take your left hand and push that left thigh away a little. The left foot is still flexing. Now this might be enough. If you want, take that left hand, thread it through like a needle and meet the other hand on the other side of your shin. And then go ahead, pull that leg a little closer towards your body. I want you to feel it on the outside of your left thigh, your butt, your glutes. That's where I want you to feel it. So check and see if you can feel that. I'm going to give you guys an option. It's still early, but for those of you who are interested, take that right leg straight. If you have super long arms, right fingers is going to hook onto that right toe. Or maybe you've got a blanket or a strap you can pull around it. And then that left hand is going to go to that left thigh. So now you're getting a little bit of a hamstring stretch also. So you choose. This is a little too much for me. It's too early for me in my practice. But those are all options. And we're not going to go, compare ourselves. We're just going to stay with this thing, make it beautiful. I'll keep reminding you to breathe so deeply. I'm just sinking into this thing. I'm just feeling a little something. It feels so good to know I'm taking care of myself. All right, everybody, slowly release both feet, the width of your hips on the mat, and then just windshield wiper them side to side. We are going to move into the other side. So left foot planted, that knee bent. And then that right knee is going to come into your chest. Move into half happy baby. So slide your hand down your shin to the outside of that right foot, or maybe the back of the thigh, as you pull your knee into your armpit to the side of your ribs. That knee is about 90 degrees. That right foot is flexed. You're protecting your knee. And then you just stay. And then you have the option with your left leg. It can stay the way it is. You can let it sort of hover on the knife's edge, the outside edge of that left foot, or you can straighten it out all the way. So you choose. All these things is really excellent options for you. And one isn't better than the other one. So it doesn't mean if you can put your leg down and your hand to your foot now, suddenly you're more enlightened or kinder. These postures isn't a reflection of our hearts. In fact, I would argue that it probably takes more of a strength of the mind to be able to say, you know what, this isn't serving me, this is too far, let's come out of it. Now that's strength of the mind. Now that is real flexibility. Settle in, finding that perfect spot. Go ahead, bend that left knee, plant that foot if it's not already. Right ankle on top of that left thigh. You can stay here. If you're interested, thread that right hand through the needle and then grab onto your other hand on that left shin. Keep flexing that right ankle, protecting your knee. You can stay here. This is such a beautiful spot. Or if you want to straighten out that left leg, grab onto that big toe with your left hand. And now you've got a little bit of a hamstring stretch also. You don't have to take your fingers to your toes. Some of us just have crazy long arms. You can just use a strap, you can use a towel, you can use an old shirt that's a little close by that you can just wrap around your foot and hold on to. So any of those things. Just stay. Breathe. So satisfied. You're not going anywhere. You're not trying to be anywhere. You're not trying to get anywhere. This here, actually, right now, this is it. Keep breathing. I want you to be here. I want you to not miss out on anything. I want you to feel it all. This moment, right now, this is it. We're not living in the past and we're not living in the future. Here on our yoga mat, we start to practice being here, and then maybe we can also take that bit by bit into life. Maybe there's moments throughout the day when you're busy making tea and you're soaking the tea leaves that you can actually just do that and be there. Or maybe you're taking a bath and you can actually just enjoy the sponge over your body, or when you wash your hair, instead of thinking about what you need to do after. Alright, slowly release both feet the width of your hips, and then just go ahead, windshield wiper them side to side. Hug those knees into your chest, start to rock front and back, and then come all the way to seated. We're going to move into a seated straddle here. So you're going to have your butt in the middle of that mat, and then your feet is going to go into the corners. Now, again, it might be that your legs only wants to go as wide as this. It might be that you can't actually straighten out your knees. Then you're going to go ahead, put pillows underneath here. If you are struggling to even sit up straight, for a lot of us, we're sort of in this position where you can't even tilt your pelvis to sit up nice and long. If that's the case for you, go ahead, sit on a book, sit on a blanket, sit on a block, and that's going to help you to just get a little bit of a lift. Now from here, on your next inhale, rise those arms up into the sky. And then as you exhale, fall on forward. For some of you, you're going to sit up all the way straight. Others, you're going to be lying all the way down with your chest touching the floor. So somewhere in between there, I want you to feel a stretch on your inner thighs, maybe the back of your thighs. If you can lean forward, you're going to feel it in your lower back. And if you make your head heavy, you might feel it in the back of your neck. And then you also have the option to stack your blocks, your books, your blankets, so that you can have a resting place for your head, so you don't have to hold your head up. So we're going to stay here for a little bit and just breathe. You know, just a sweet, 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 short little yin practice. Now this pose, I mean, it can be miserable. Let's not kid ourselves. This can be pretty miserable. You know, but it's in this space where something, it feels healthy, right? But it's not comfortable. And now you have to sit still. That is tough. I think we're so used to being so busy, and our heads is just always filled with so many thoughts, and we get distracted so much that, you know, this is a really good practice for the mind to actually just be still, to just be present, to just be here. So let's see if we can manifest that and physically also let go. So surrender. So your feet are completely relaxed. You're not pulling your toes back. You're not flexing your ankles. Your feet is relaxed. They might plop forward or backwards. Your shoulders are super heavy. Your fingers are relaxed. Your face is soft. Your tongue is resting. You're not clenching your teeth. Your forehead is so, so soft. I mean, your cheeks are just falling down. Find that space in which you can let go. Once you actually let go, you'll settle into this thing so beautifully. And use your breath. So inhales deeply, and maybe imagine a little bit of an elongation of the spine, all the way from the tailbone to the crown of your head. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, find a heaviness in your chest, a surrender, a letting go. This is micro movements. You might not even see it. It's more a suggestion. So inhale, long spine. And exhale, just release. Inhale, long spine. And empty, let that thing go. Inhales, long spine. Exhale, let it go, and stay and breathe. Settle into this thing. You are not missing a moment. You are so present. You feel everything. This is it. This is yours. Honestly, this is nobody else's business. The way you come to your mat today is perfect. You don't have to be any different. You don't have to be taller or shorter or bigger or smaller or thigh gaps or bra sizes or six packs or not, or big feet or small feet, or dark hair or blonde hair, or gray hair, or 16 or 95. None of those things is going to make a difference here. Because you're just you. And you're so unique. You are so special. You came into this world because this world really needed you, just the way you are. And everything you've been through in your life has brought you to this moment today. Everything, all the decisions, all the traumas, all the joys, everything has brought you to this place right now. And we are going to accept this with gratitude. You're still here. Your body is still here. Now stay low with your chest. And just take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly start to move over towards that right leg. You're keeping that chest just as low as you can. And then moving over that right leg, start to fold and release your chest over that right leg. So now it's changing a little bit. You're going to start to feel it more in the back of your right thigh. And breathe. Toes are relaxed, fingers are relaxed, face is soft. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fall a little heavy. Inhales, long spine. As you empty, let it go. And breathe. Feeling just enough. I'm not going too far and I'm not doing too little. No, if I go too far, I'm aggressive. You know, anybody can jam into a pose and injure themselves. The trick is to do it gently. You know, if you do too little, you're not moving or changing anything. You're not challenging yourself. You know, we are really here to move into the physical and the mental. Not just the flexibility of the body, but of the mind also. Alright, take a deep breath in here. Slowly stay low with that chest. You're slowly gonna move over towards that left leg. Finding your chest, heading all the way over that left leg. Meeting the side exactly where it's at. So you might find that this feels a lot different. And just approach each side individually. I've got no idea what sort of injuries and things you've been through. Don't try to make the one side like the other one. Just breathe. Inhale, long spine. Exhale as you fold. Inhales, long spine. Empty, fold, stay. Oh, so sweet. Settling in, finding yourself getting heavier and heavier. Take a deep breath in, stay low with the chest, come back to center just for a last minute. Last minute here. You might notice it feels a little different compared to when you started. Everything is releasing. And I'm holding on to nothing. Every fiber of my body has said, okay, now I'm here. Let's just let it all go. And I'm not gonna hang on to anything anymore. Take a last deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly roll your spine out of this one. Oh my goodness, guys, you stayed there for 10 minutes. It's normal now to have some aches and pains, so you might be moaning a little bit. Hands behind you, slowly start to shake those legs. And if you want to go, oh my goodness, you definitely can. Put those feet down, bend those knees, windshield wiper them side to side. And you know what? Just like that, we've made it all the way to the end. So go ahead, lie on your back. So from here, hug that left knee into your chest. Take your left arm to the left side, right hand on that left knee. Twist it over towards the right side. Gaze over that left shoulder here. As we move into our last little twist, just finding a little equilibrium. Oh man, this time goes so fast. Alright, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, come back to center. Hug that left knee in. Bring that right knee in. Release the left leg. We're just going to switch sides. So left hand on that right knee. And then go ahead. That right arm to the right side. Twist over. Bring that knee over towards your left side. Gaze over that right shoulder. And stay and breathe. Oh, so satisfied. Oh my goodness, I've got my pup coming to say hi, and he is completely wet. Oh my goodness. Alright, come back to center. Go ahead, hug those knees into your chest. Maybe bring your forehead in. Give it a nice little squeeze here. As you exhale, let it all go. Now this is completely yours. So you can lie on your back, you can lie on your stomach, you can lie on your side. If you've got a wall, put your legs up against the wall. That can feel really good. So you really choose which way you want to end this thing. I will let you know when we're done. So stay where you are. I'm going to be sitting up, but I want you to keep lying down. So please go ahead, stay lying down. Close your eyes, bring your breath back to natural at this point. Scan your body from temple to toes. Everything is so soft. Your forehead, your cheeks, your tongue. You're not clenching your teeth. Your shoulders is falling down. There's just sort of opening up and just releasing to the earth. Even the small of your back is just drooping ever so little. Your hips are splaying open and just falling, your legs so heavy, and your feet and toes completely relaxed. Stay, keep breathing. Now stay in that place where you're lying down. Just stay there. keep your eyes closed. I'm going to read you a little something from my pocket Pima. This is from Pima Chandran. Please message me if you want to know more about this little book. I love this. So it's the first one that I'm going to read. It's called The Noble Heart. Bodhicitta is a Sanskrit word that means noble or awakened heart. It is said to be present in all beings, just as butter is inherent in milk and oil is inherent in a sesame seed. This soft spot is inherent in you and me. It is said that in difficult times, it is only bodhicitta that heals. When inspiration has become hidden, when we feel ready to give up, this is the time when healing can be found in the tenderness of pain itself. This is the time to touch the genuine heart of bodhicitta in the midst of loneliness, in the midst of fear, in the middle of feeling misunderstood and rejected is the heartbeat of all things, the genuine heart of sadness. Just as a jewel that has been buried in the earth for 1,000,000 years is not discolored or harmed, in the same way, this noble heart is not affected by all of our kicking and screaming. The jewel can be brought out into the light at any time, and it will glow as brilliantly as if nothing had ever happened. No matter how committed we are to unkindness, selfishness, or greed, the genuine heart of bodhicitta cannot be lost. It is here in all that lives, never marred, and completely whole. All right, everybody. Oh, what an honor to practice with you today. As I was reading that, the sun just set. You're welcome to stay lying down. If you want to come up into a seated position, you're welcome to. But I'm going to go ahead, put my hands together at heart center if you want to join me. Thank you. And namaste. Oh my goodness, this is such a gorgeous evening. I think I just have to show you guys a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can grab onto this thing. Look at that. There's my... where? Oh. There's my boy. And there's Crunch, and that's our neighbor he's chatting to. But yeah, this is Jeffreys Bay, everybody. And I can't wait. I want you to come visit. Come on safari with us. It's gorgeous here. All right. Mwah. Lots of love. Bye.